Welcome to the Mindful Monthly Astrology podcast for May 2026. If you're new to my work, I'm happy that you've been guided here. If you're a regular reader of my blog for the last 10 years, I hope you are enjoying this new additional format. So let's take a moment to come into ourselves, to pause and to ask, how are we faring as we travel down the winding road of life? If things feel a little off balance right now for you, let's use the next 10 or so minutes to recalibrate. How can astrology help us to bring more mindful living into our lives this month? Firstly, we're invited to set aside some time to enjoy the rays of the sun this May. Astrologically, May is a time of stabilizing warmth, fertility, and a celebration of the sun's life-giving vitality. If we work indoors, as many of us do, we're deprived of the life force of the sun. So take some time to step out and experience the radiance of the light of the sun, in moderation, of course. It regulates our hormones and it recalibrates our circadian rhythm. May has a magical quality to it this year, as we experience not one, but 2 full moons. So if there is something that feels impossible, something you've been quietly dreaming of achieving, or perhaps a rare experience you long for, this month could begin to open a door. There's a sense of being guided forward now, gently but clearly, by the golden light of the sun and the silver light of the 2 moons. We begin the month with a Scorpio full moon on the very first day, at 11 degrees of this penetrating sign. Traditionally known as the planting or flower moon, this Scorpio full moon suggests that something in our lives is ready to blossom. Scorpio is a fertile sign. Looking back over April, many of us may have felt a sense of stagnation. Things may have seemed slow, delayed, or heavy, as though forward movement was just out of reach. But with Uranus moving into Gemini on April 25th, there's been a noticeable shift in energy. Something has started to build and release. Something is beginning to loosen its grip. This Scorpio full moon period invites us to turn our attention inward, specifically toward the body. What does your body need right now to come back into balance? Where are you holding tension? And what might you be ready to let go of? Even small adjustments, especially physical ones, can have a meaningful impact at this time. For those of you with your sun either in Aries or Scorpio, this first weekend in May is particularly focused on healing and preparation for the month ahead. Then on May 3rd, we will have the mindset planet Mercury moving into Taurus. For Gemini suns, this is going to mark a 2-week period of reflection and inner processing. Gemini suns, with Venus in your sign now, you feel supported in taking some time out of your normal routine. For Virgo suns, there now begins a period of expansion, which could include talk of a trip to another state or even overseas, or simply a feeling of being less pressured. As we move through the month, we arrive at the new moon in Taurus on May 16th at 25 degrees. This is a moment of new beginnings, and it carries a grounded, earthy quality. It's the kind of energy that invites something simple and nourishing, perhaps even a weekend picnic. Time outdoors, close to nature, can feel especially restorative now for everyone. Taurus suns, you are in your element, well supported, and ready to begin your solar year. When the sun and moon meet in Taurus, it marks an annual opportunity for us all to bring greater stability into our lives. If something has felt inconsistent for the last few months, whether it's your routines, your meals, your approach to exercise, this is a supportive time for a reset. The focus on the body and on health continues. Are you getting enough rest? Are you truly nourishing yourself? For those of you with the sun in Leo, this is a particularly pertinent time for health. Don't overschedule or take things personally. Turn inwards and let the world go by without you for once. For Capricorn suns, the opposite energy is available. This is a great time to step up with regard to home and family matters. It's a good time to say yes to social invitations and to keep moving forward with your life. The week following the new moon is ideal for leaning into rest, routine, and renewal. Mercury moves into Gemini as the moon begins to increase in light. This may bring a quickening of the nervous system or a feeling of being wired too tight. It's helpful to be mindful of that and to offer yourself a little extra care. If your sun is in Pisces, you may find yourself needing more time to relax at the end of the day. Make some space for this. Mid-month, Mars moves into Taurus on May 19th, helping us to stay grounded through action. If life feels busy or demanding, even a small shift, like going to bed 30 minutes earlier, can make a noticeable difference. This will be particularly helpful to Libra and Aquarius suns, who have a lot on their plates at the moment. As air signs, you like to keep things moving, but there comes a time when rest is needed for renewal. Then on May 20th, the Sun joins Mercury and Uranus in Gemini. This can bring a surge of mental energy, curiosity, and stimulation. It's exciting, but it can also be a bit much if you're sensitive to stimuli. In particular, Virgo and Pisces suns may come in the spotlight now. Prioritizing good quality rest will help you stay balanced and centered. For those of you with the Sun in Sagittarius, you need no excuse to sleep a little longer. Do so without guilt this month, as your philosophical thoughts may need extra time to defrag. Exciting changes appear to be on the horizon for your sign. We close the month with a second full moon, this time in buoyant Sagittarius at 9 degrees. This moon carries an electrifying quality as it connects with Uranus, the awakener. There is also a celebratory feeling here, a sense of expansion and possibility for us all. What dream is on the horizon? What elusive quality is drawing closer? This full moon weekend at the end of the month is a beautiful time to gather, share a meal, and enjoy the richness of connection, especially with Jupiter still moving through comfort-loving Cancer alongside Venus. For those of you with the Sun in the sign of Cancer, you have Venus in your sign all the way from May 19th to June 12th. So this is a wonderful period for enhancing your self-esteem and focusing on looking and feeling good. As May unfolds, notice what is shifting, what is softening, and what is beginning to grow for us. There is a movement now, and perhaps even a little magic in the air. I'll leave you with a short poem by Kabir, a 15th century ecstatic poet, who reminds us that everything we need is already inside us. I laugh when I hear that the fish in the water is thirsty. You don't grasp the fact that what is most alive of all is inside your own house. And so you walk from one holy city to the next with a confused look. Kabir will tell you the truth. Go wherever you like, from Calcutta to Tibet. If you can't find where your soul is hidden, for you the world will never be real. And that's from a translation by Robert Bly. May you have a restful, warm, and magical May.